Okay, most of you have seen the video when I was trying to decide whether or not to tear down this shed and reuse the materials or go ahead and fix it up. I've decided to fix it up. What I'm trying to do, we'll see if it works, is move it about 1.5 feet. I need to move this end where it's come along here. You say, well, that's kind of trivial, and it is. Except I'm wanting to, on the back side of the building, where I have got a junk pile. I won't even show you the junk pile. I'm wanting to put a shed roof on the back of the building and park my tractor under there and get it out of my barn. It frees up a lot of space, about 1/3 of my barn when I park Big K in the barn. So what I've done, I've gotten under it with a pair of hay forks. And I went underneath the runners. I've got 4 runners. I went underneath the runners with a pipe. I'm lifting up on that pipe with the hay forks. And I am going to come along from my truck and try to move this building this way. We'll see how that works. Stay tuned. Okay, I got some help. Kevin is pulling on it. It is moving. Ever so slowly. That's our mark, and we're about 5 or 6 inches off the mark. So we're getting close. I'll let you know when we're done. We are finished letting off on the come along right now. We hit our mark right there. Everything is good. And I'm doing this on my iPhone, so it may not be quite as clear as normal. We're going to start setting the blocks back under the corners, and then we'll worry about the middle blocks. We got some blocks underneath the middle, so we'll worry about the corner blocks first. And once we get those level, then we'll worry about the middle blocks, get the whole thing level. Okay, so let me recap what Kevin and I did here. If you will remember, the building was angled this way, just a little bit. I wanted to bring it out straight like this. In other words, that corner was about right there, about 1.5 feet. And the reason is, and I try to always show you the good, bad, and the ugly, so let me show you the ugly. This is my junk pile back here. But the reason is, I want to start parking my tractor back here. I'm going to come off here with a shed roof and come down and have some 4x4s there on that fence line. And come off with a shed roof and pull my tractor in here and park it. That will free up my barn so much space. Tractor, if I've got an implement on it, if I've got a mower thing on the back of it, it takes up fully 1/3 of my barn. So I'm not sure what siding I'm gonna do on it yet. I think I'm gonna do the same siding as on the barn and metal that's on the roof of the house. But I'm going to enclose that window. I'm going to frame that window up, and whatever siding I put on it will go over the window. There won't be a window on the back here. Now I'll pull that. I think that's called a batter board. No, not a batter board. Whatever. Kind of a ridge board, I guess. And I'll pull that off. Put a womanized one up there. But, you know, when I'm talking about this one here, I'll put a womanized, probably 2x6 up there. This building is 16 foot long, 10 feet wide, and come across there with my shed roof like this. And it'll be plenty tall to get my tractor under, and I will clean this mess up. That's an old shelving unit, and I know those shelves are going to be worth something to me someday, so I've got to keep them. 2 turbines that I pulled off the top of the house when I put the metal roof on. Been thinking about a way to attach those to a generator. So I mean, you know, I got stuff I can't throw away. Obviously, I can't throw anything away. We hadn't had a dog that size in a long time. But I'm going to also come back to this. I'm also right in here somewhere going to put a little rack, comes out here, and I'll put some lumber on it because this is all going to be under a shed. So I'll put lumber, maybe 2 or 3 rows of lumber, and maybe on top something lighter like PVC pipe, maybe a 20-foot. Even though the building's only 16 feet long, put maybe a 20. I could put 20-foot PVC pieces up there, if not 10-foot. But I'm going to utilize the back of this, and the fact that it's going to be out of the weather. I'm going to utilize it for lumber, for PVC pipe, which I've just got laying on the ground right now, and also for my tractor. Tractor's going to go right here. Chug, chug, chug. Probably going to have to dig up, try to save that apple tree, because when I come in here with the tractor, I can go around the apple tree, but it's just a hard turn, and with implements on, it's just and the front end loader and everything, it's just going to be a little difficult. So I'm probably going to take that tree out where I can just come down through here and turn and go back in here. Thought you might want to see progress thus far. And I've already put my kayak out here, hung it up. I should have showed you the PVC kayak rack that I built. I thought that was pretty cool. I've had that for about a year or so. Should have showed you. But good place to hang the kayak. I extended the roof, and I've got another video on the roof I'll show to you, possibly right after this one. But I've got extended the roof out on the shed to cover the kayak, but I'll probably also come up above here, above the kayak, and maybe even below the kayak, and put a little small rack and put some, I don't know, 8-foot wood here, or some maybe 10-foot PVC or something. Something probably light, probably PVC, because I don't want anything heavy over that kayak in case it wind blew it off or something. Don't want to damage the kayak. So, just thought you might want to see what we've done so far. So basically, you can kind of see where that pad was. That pad was right there, and we moved it over. And what I'm trying to do, in case I haven't made this clear, what I'm trying to do is get the equal distance from this point to that fence. Is where I'm going to put my 4x4s. You know, right around where that fence post is. From this point to there is 11.3 now, and on the back side it's 11.3. It was about 10. And it wasn't even that far, it was about like 9.8 or something like that. So I had to move it about 1.5 feet, 16 inches, something like that. So that's why I moved it. Pain in the butt, chore to do. With Kevin's help, it was much easier. But that's why I did it. And then of course came back in here. We leveled it. Probably should have showed you that process, but I may come back and do that in another video, just show how we did it. And again, I have yet to fix the termite damage and such, but I will. Everything's under there now. All the structural wood is in good shape now. But we came in here and we dug out because as we move the building this way, these piers they weren't under the beam anymore. They were shoved up under a little further because the building moved. So we had to dig out and pull these piers up, and then we got everything level. And again, it's going to be a sturdy little old building, and 16 by 10. That's a nice little storage area. Hadn't decided what I'm gonna do. I may just power wash it and paint it, but I think I've got a bunch of metal laying over there, as you can see, from my house, from the roof on my house, and I think I've got enough. If I do have enough, I'm going to do it in that. So that's where we are so far. I'll frame up the window. I'll fix the door because the frame of the door is not all that great. Frame up the window, put in a nice window there, and we'll be done. Thought you might want to see it. I apologize for the iPhone. I don't think it does quite a good a job as my other camera. And since I got a new camera for Christmas, maybe my newer videos from here on out will be much, much nicer. So, I believe we'll go.